Three. All right.
Maybe I should get some light.
Now you look
Hey.
good. You look good. Today is Election
Mhm.
Day 2020, you guys. I'm your host, Cy Smith, coming to you from Georgia. I have the honor of bringing up someone who raised her right hand and swore to die for you. Yvette, how are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you, Cy?
You know, we just met. Well, we just
Hello?
spoke. We met a while back, right?
Yeah, and I like we discussed how we met, who we met through is all a mystery, but here we are,
So
years later.
yeah, so first tell our audience a little bit about who you are. You're a veteran. I already spilled those beans. You're a mother. You live in what region of the U.S.? You know, just who are you first?
We're going. The conversation is a bit choppy. It's going in and out. So I didn't hear the question.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay now?
That's a little bit better.
Yeah. So I just want my audience to know who you are first. So tell us who you are before we get into what you do.
Okay, well, Yvette Jones Swanson is my name. Um, I'm an Army veteran of time 385, 24 years, and serving my community now. Mother of one.
Excellent. Yeah. And for the most part, even though it's choppy, I believe on the playback it'll be more solid. I believe where I'm at is kind of this
Okay.
always happens.
Oh, okay.
All right, so tell the story you told me the other day about how you even came across this vision that you have.
Well, 100 pretty purses. I started serving homeless veterans down at the VA, Hines VA and Jesse Brown VA. Let me see, 16. I'm trying to remember. About 12 years ago,
Okay.
and and because a lot of their situations were like mine, being in the military and finding myself homeless, and then I became uh, a, um, a realtor. It just made sense for me to service those who were like me in the past.
Yeah.
So I was going down to the VA to meet with veterans in different groups.
Okay.
We would have um, group meetings where I was invited to come and speak with the veterans on housing and other things of that nature, and also um, trying to get all my thoughts together. Um,
Yeah. Take your time.
Seminars and resources. That's what it is. So the VA would offer resource fairs, and I was always asked to come down and participate in the resource fairs to assist homeless veterans in finding suitable housing. So
Right.
during that time, I would come down and I would always, see a veteran, female veteran. That was my number one um, go to because I wanted to service those who were like me in the past. So I would take a purse or something down there with me to give to one of the homeless females that consisted of things that females carry in our purses. Sanitary napkins, lipstick, hand sanitizer, whatever the case may be,
Right.
whatever it was that I can get my hands on. So I did that for a number of years, about 15 years. And well, actually not 15 full years because 5 years ago, I was I was appointed as vice chairman of the Veterans Commission in the village of Park Forest. And funny enough, that same year, I wanted to take at least 10 purses down with me to um, Jesse Brown, to one of these resource fairs, and just give them out as you know, homeless women would come. So I
Right.
put a quick message on Facebook to say, hey, to my friends, who wants to help me in gathering these 10 purses, or who wants to donate a purse filled with this with these toiletries and things in it. So that year alone came about 500 purses.
Awesome. That blew you
So
out the water, I'm sure, right?
it went, it took me so far that I wasn't even comprehending what was happening.
Excellent.
And that's when the event of 100 pretty purses started. And that was this is the sixth annual 100 pretty purses event that we'll be having this December.
So just to recap, so our audience will know, you're a veteran. You're
Yeah,
tailoring to your market, which you're female, so you know what females need. And it
yeah,
started out with just you helping a few, and you put a call out and got 500, and then you said it was time to formally do something, huh?
yeah. So every year after that, we've had this fantastic event,
What's
and
some of the
every
responses you get from the ladies, the veterans, the females?
they always look forward to the next year.
I mean,
That's the
but I mean,
response.
what are they saying? What's an example of what one of them says to you? Like, just so our audience to know.
that we, it's so much love that they can feel the love, and they enjoy coming because it's the sisterhood, and nobody ever does anything for female veterans. And so, and those types of things, and nobody wants to miss the next one. And
And
this year, mhm.
now, and I was gonna say, so what type of response do you get from government outside of the military? Like any local city council members, state reps, have they gravitated towards you to say, hey, let's make this a big deal?
No, no, it's been no. No. The very first one we had, I don't even know what her position is, but she was just happened to hear about it and came, and I said, hey, aren't you so and so? Yeah, go up there and speak to the ladies. But that was the last I heard from her.
What was
uh,
that, Tammy Duckworth?
no, 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 I will remember that name.
Okay. We
No,
gotta make sure Tammy Duckworth sees this so she'll know who you are, what you're doing.
thank you, that would be phenomenal.
Any plans on taking this outside the state of Illinois?
Yeah, well, this year we have formulated a 501c3
All
with
right.
myself as the president, and one of the homeless female veterans from the very first event. It was funny, the story how I met her. The VA called me that Friday night. They said, Yvette, we have a female veteran driving up from Georgia, and when she gets here, she's going to be homeless. And I said, not on my watch. So I contacted her that Friday night, and I made plans for her to see some places Saturday. And I also told her, but you have to come to this event. You have to come to this event. And she came to that event, the very first 100 pretty purses for female veterans. And she won the 50-50 raffle. And then she told me the other night at our first meeting that she also won an Invicta watch. And I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even know we had an Invicta watch that was donated. But she said, yeah, she won that watch. So she's the vice president of the board. And another homeless female that I house, she's our secretary treasurer. And oh, let me tell you about the first homeless female who's our vice president. She went from homeless to now homeowner. I
Excellent.
sold her a house last year. And
Nice.
our secretary, yeah, our secretary treasurer, She's in our credit restoration program, and she'll be buying a house next year. So
Now,
I mean, it's just phenomenal how all of this comes together.
you know what I want the audience to know at the end of the day, what you're doing is self-sacrificing. You could be doing other things, other stuff with your time, but it's the heart, and your heart
Yeah.
is in a place where you want to continue to give, and you're giving back in this way. And so, what can people do to help you if someone feels your heart? What can they do?
Well, we are still collecting. Our sixth annual 100 Pretty Persons event is this December 5th, and we're hosting it this year at the VFW Post in Post 311, Benjamin O. Davis in Richton Park, Illinois. And we are still collecting toiletries, purses, gift cards, whatever donations people have to make in kind, because they all go to the female veteran. And I tell people, Si, that this person's event, and I'm going to give you a background of what it means and what it meant to me and the reason why it's so important that we continue this on. I don't do this event for me. I'm not even a purse person. I carry a fanny pack. Purses to me, if I had a purse, I would sit it down and leave it somewhere. And I've done that several times. But what this represents is, as females and as female veterans who have been homeless, battered and abused, um, just just have no foresight of having a wonderful life. What this event, what the purse represents, with putting nice things in it and things that we need and carry in our purses, it takes away that negative stigma of we have nothing. So each female veteran gets a beautiful purse, and because we don't give out junk. I'm going to show you, this was donated today. If you can see this, you see this? This is a Louis Vuitton. Last night we got Michael Kors purses donated, and each of these purses have really nice things. We don't put anything half used or junk. We don't put junk in these purses. So this purse gives a woman back that pride and that self-confidence that now she has something beautiful, and she's taken out the garbage that we were carrying for so long, and inside this purse represents something really nice and that we can use once again.
I think
So I
I think you kind of touched on it. I think the biggest thing that you give them is a connection to a person that cares. I think that's number one, and the purse is a tangible. What you bringing to them is intangible. That feeling like I'm not alone. For a girl to be coming to Illinois from Georgia and to have a spirit like yours connect with her is invaluable. Can't put a price tag on that.
thank
Great
you.
job. Great job. So the event is on what day of the week? On what is December 5th? That's a Saturday.
Saturday, right? Saturday from 1 until 3 p.m. But this year, because it's COVID, we can't do the whole blown out celebration that we normally have. We normally have a full feast for the women to eat. One year we had wine sampling. One year we had a jazz band of like 40 members come in, and just, I mean, it was just phenomenal. We have a trio band that comes in. We have vendors from all over and everything is free.
Yeah.
The
You
women come in and yeah, and they're celebrated.
you so how you doing it now? You doing the drive by? You doing takeout dinners? What?
Well, oh, that would be nice. I didn't think about that. But yeah, we are having a drive-by. We're setting up social distancing inside the post where we'll have the tables, and 6 to 8 women will come in and grab a bag. They don't even know what purse they're getting, because all the purses are inside of a reusable bag from Jewel or the Female Veterans Clinic somewhere. So they'll grab a purse and they'll come out. But you know what? Oh yeah, you know what? We do have food. We do have food. I've got the mayor of Park Forest, John Vanderbilt, he made arrangements so that we can give away a box of food to each woman, to each
Well,
veteran.
but that's not,
So we have,
that's food they cook at home though, right?
I, yeah, and for some of them who are going back to the shelters, then they will just have to share that with the other women who couldn't
But
make
no,
it out that day.
the meals, we got some caterers and some chefs, so we got to talk offline about that. That might be an opportunity
Okay.
depending on the numbers, you know.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal.
Do you invite the media out?
Yeah, we've been inviting them out for years, but they've never come.
Well, that's because you don't have an elected official attached to it. You got to let them get their bragging rights and put their name next to you.
Yeah, we've been offering.
Well,
I
is
guess it's some.
LaShawn Ford is in your district, or no?
No, LaShawn Ford, he's on the west side.
Okay.
Um, I did reach out to our state rep, DeLuca. I believe that's his name, DeLuca.
But
And you
I
know
think
what? Even
Tammy
mhm.
Duckworth would be better. I mean, look at her story to what you're doing. That would match up better, and she's Congress, so that's an even bigger media pool, you know.
Yeah, that would be wonderful to have this publicized like that, because it is our goal as a board now to take this nationwide and have chapters to have this event, not just this event of 100 Pretty Purses celebration, but also do things like scholarships for women, um, clothes for their children. If they have one or two classes to take, pay for those. We just see that this morphosizing into something even bigger that women, female veterans can
So,
attach to.
should I be jealous? Should I feel discriminated against?
No, no, because the male veterans, they have so much more than we can ever receive. I'm telling you, I service more male veterans than I do female veterans on a daily basis.
I don't know, Yvette. I don't know. I hear you though. I hear you.
That I do. And I'm like,
what what
where the, uh-huh.
what's the contact info? You got the website. You got Facebook. You get phone number. What?
Yeah, the Facebook is 100 Pretty Purses for female veterans, or a person I think I got 5,000 friends, so they can't even friend me. The phone number, I gotta send you the phone number so you can put it in here. We just got a Google phone
Yeah.
number Sunday night, so I
Well,
don't
well,
even know what that is.
no. Like you said, we're getting on the back end. For anyone watching who don't
Mm-hmm.
know, 312-405-8844 is directly to me. 312-405-8844. I make sure you get the contact info. If you text me, I get you that info. Now, what I want to make sure people know, or you, and especially you, we have 20 zip codes in Chicago with leadership in every zip code. So we're going to make sure that they all know about the 100 pretty purses. Most of our leadership in those zip codes are women. So that might be an extra draw, and that we'll find out who wants to actually help you directly. And then you could just take it from there. But we believe in it. We want to support you. And when you're ready, each one of them zip codes is linked to a different U.S. city. So eventually, it's 20 cities that's linked to these same leaders. So when you're ready, the pretty purses in Boston, in Detroit, in Chicago, in San Diego, we'll be in position to do that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, it's neat.
All of our women could use this.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
At the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's your heart, and I'm sure that permeates everything you touch. So I know it's a love fest when you guys get together. Anything we leaving out?
Not that I can think of right now. I mean, we're still accepting donations of all kind. The
You didn't talk money,
toiletries.
so you need $5,000. You trying to raise $2,000. What you trying to raise dollar wise?
You know what? Yeah, $5,000 is a good start. we haven't put a monetary amount of how much we need to raise, because in the past this has been attached to a a village. So the village, they took care of all the monetary aspects of what we were needing to do. But yeah, we definitely could use some monetary donations.
All right, and the last thing that I want to say with this, and the fact that you've been doing it so long tells me you're not going nowhere. So just like anything, this is a pandemic we're in. So anything you do this year is just like icing on the cake. It's gonna get better once we get this
Yeah.
thing under control. So I'm looking forward to not just this year but next year as well. And that's all I have. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much for reaching out, for liking 100 Pretty Purses for Female Veterans page.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how you found out about it, because you liked the page.
Well,
So thank you for that.
today is
Hmm.
Army Air Force Day, Navy at 7 o'clock. So that's why it was so important for me to get you today, so we can get this out there to our people.
Okay, right. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much.
Well, stay blessed, stay strong. Thank you for your service.
Hmm. Thank you. I would do it all over again.
All right, that's good to know.